This is a review on the 78A Divine Street Slayer. It is a 56mm contact patch freeride wheel with downhill capabilities. However, it is not the best for downhill. The lip is semi-thick, but not as thick as, say, a downhill wheel like a Raceform or a Cannibal. It has a side set core with a very, very buttery, consistent slide. Now, one thing about these wheels that I don't like is that it has a longer break-in period than most wheels. Now, as compared to an 84A freeride, it took about 1 to 2 slides to break in these wheels. This took about 1 to 2 sessions. The first 2 millimeters of thane or so are very, very choppy as compared to where these freerides were a little bit icy. These had a very, very choppy, unpredictable slide. However, as soon as you hit 70 to 69 millimeter, it becomes a butter dumping machine. I really, really like these wheels for freeride. They're very predictable. They have a good amount of kickback, so you know what you're pushing against, how to control your board. I really like the fact that not only do they have a lot of grip, but they also have a good amount of drift. You can rail corners with these fairly easy. I've done some mid-30s technical type things, and these were perfectly fine on things like hairpins and real tight sweepers. I think out of all the wheels that I've ridden, this is definitely my favorite. I've ridden freerides, I've ridden bootlegs, zombie hogs, hot spots, and butterballs. Now, comparable to butterball, these wheels are. These wheels are actually very comparable to a butterball, except for the wear. The slide is very much the same. However, the wear pattern on the butterballs just dumps thane all over the road, whereas these is more of a slow trickle. They do leave a good amount of thane line. However, you have to be going pretty fast to get them to leave a lot of thane. They're nothing like butterballs compared to thane lines. The wear characteristics are actually very, very nice. As you can see, I'm getting a small, very slight bit of coning, and I've been riding these for about 3 weeks straight. I think my favorite part so far about these wheels is the wide contact patch. Now, you can see the difference in the contact patch on a freeride and a Street Slayer. You can see that the contact patch is significantly different. I find that it is a little bit easier to flat spot and ovalize thin contact patch wheels, especially if you accidentally hit 90 and you just hold it there. You're definitely going to flat spot something like this. However, if you hit 90 on something like this, you have a good few seconds to get that back before the flat spot becomes too terrible or you ovalize them out. I think this is definitely a wheel that any freerider should consider, especially someone who's looking to be able to do very, very long slides. I've never ridden the 82A Duro of these wheels, but I have heard that it is a very powdery, sugary slide. A little bit chalky, meant for lots and lots of 360s and whatnot. Now this is more for drawn out, held out slides with a little bit of technical stuff in there. I really like them. I think if you're looking at these wheels and you can't really decide if you should get them, you should definitely grab them. There's nothing bad about them except for the break-in period, which isn't even really a big deal. So, I hope that's a informational review for you. 78A Divine Street Slayer comes in 82A as well, multiple colors. Definitely an awesome wheel with a little bit of a flashback-esque shape.